the whispering terror. In the quiet village of Kilbride, where the fog clings to the hills like a shroud, Patrick O'Connor lived a simple life. A carpenter by trade, a man of faith by choice. It started with the whispers. At first, they were faint, like the rustle of leaves in the wind, or the creak of an old floorboard. Patrick told himself it was nothing, just his mind playing tricks. But the whispers grew louder, sharper, more insistent. And then they began to speak.
You belong to me. You can't beat me.
Patrick, you can't ignore me forever.
The voices followed him everywhere. In the chapel, where the candles flickered as if in warning. In the fields, where the wind carried not the scent of earth, but something foul, something rotting. They spoke to him in the dead of night, when the moon cast long shadows across his bedroom walls. Shadows that seemed to move on their own. Shadows that whispered. "Do it, Patrick," they hissed. "You know you want to." He tried to pray. He tried to drown them out with hymns and scripture. But the voices only laughed. A cold, hollow sound that echoed in the depths of his mind. Patrick began to see things. Shapes in the corner of his vision. Figures standing in the fog, watching him. He told himself it was his imagination. But deep down, he knew. The voices were real. And they were getting stronger. Burn it, Patrick. Burn it all. Patrick's faith became his only refuge. But even that was crumbling. The voices twisted his prayers, turning them into something dark, something unholy.
You can't beat me.
"Do you really think God can save you?" They sneered. "He abandoned you long ago." And then the dreams began. Visions of a shadowy figure standing at the foot of his bed, its eyes glowing like embers. Visions of his hands covered in blood, though he couldn't remember why. "This is who you really are." Desperate, Patrick sought help from Father Byrne, the village priest. Together they'd performed an exorcism. For a moment it seemed to work. The voices faded. The shadows retreated. Patrick allowed himself to hope. But the entity was not gone. It was waiting. And when it returned, it was stronger than ever. Did you really think it was over? Patrick's final stand was a blur of screams and shattered glass. He fought with everything he had, prayers, holy water, even his own blood. But it wasn't enough. This entity revealed itself in all its horrifying glory. A writhing mass of shadows and eyes. Its voice a cacophony of screams and laughter. "You belong to me," it roared. And with that, Patrick's world went dark. Patrick O'Connor was never seen again. Some say he fled the village, seeking peace he would never find. Others say he succumbed to the voices, becoming one with the darkness. But if you listen closely, on quiet nights, when the wind howls through the hills, you might hear them too. The whispers. And they're calling your name.